But I see them as NC State now sees a window of opportunity. We can game plan. We can see what Rutgers did. Once Rutgers put those traps, once Rutgers really put the pressure on Purdue, they couldn't handle the pressure. What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, stop what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee. You know, it's giving season to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Symone with the Sports merch collection. We got all the merch on display. We got the wavy tee. Sid rocking the classic tee. Go on, Sid. Introduce yourself to the people. I call Sid the bracketologist because in our family, she the college bracketologist. She don't like that name. So introduce yourself how you will.
I'm Sydney. I'm Symone's sister, and I'm a big college basketball fan. I'm a big Duke fan.
Yes. So Sid, we got to react because some crazy things happened tonight. Purdue, the Boilmakers, we were just singing their praises, Sid, on Monday. We were talking about the Boilmakers. They're legit. That offense was legit. They dropped 90 points twice. They dropped 90-plus points 3 times this season. Indiana State, Wright State, against Chapel Hill, they dropped 93 points. My bad, 4 times this season. My bad, 5 times. They dropped 90-plus burgers 5 times this season, y'all. Tonight, it was Rutgers that held them to only 68 points and got the 70-68 point victory off a buzzer beater by Harper Jr. Down goes the Boilmakers. Sydney, what's going through your mind?
Down goes the Boilmakers. Well, first of all, I don't think I sang their praises. I said they were legit based on their resume they had at that point. I mean, this game is why we love college basketball, and it can happen any given night. It's just college basketball at its best. I mean, it sucks for Purdue, but like you said, you've heard of track games last video. These conference games are track games. Like, I would have a totally different take if maybe if it was like a Kansas situation where they lost to Dayton or something. But I don't know. The Big Ten is your conference team. They come ready to play every game. And then Purdue, you want to be number one. You want to be number one. You gotta.
Well, you sound petty.
You gotta defend your title. You gotta defend your title. I mean, this is the first time they've been number one ever in the 125 years of Purdue basketball. I want to say. Well, I mean, to be fair, they haven't been ranking teams for 125 years, but whatever. You get the point. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a fine loss, but you want to be number one. Yeah.
The loss is fine, and I've been waiting to get this joke off. I didn't know I was gonna get it off so soon, but the Boilmakers are now in some hot water.
I saw that coming from about.
First of all, I just thought of it right there. But see, so we talked last time on the show that last week we talked Monday when the last poll came out. It was the 3rd number 1 change.
Yeah.
Who do you see as number 1 now? Now Duke doesn't play this week. Baylor, so everybody's shifting up. This one a bracket.
Yeah, that's how it usually works. So I mean, Baylor most likely be the new number 1. I mean, barring any upsets. I don't think they play this week. So if you don't know, it's exam week for a lot of schools. So that's why Duke is not going to play it's not playing for like 2 weeks because they're in midterm season. So you're not going to have very many games this week, and they take some extra time off before the Christmas. So you're not going to get many games this week. Baylor's going to be number 1. That's how it usually works. I don't know if Duke will be 2 because of that Ohio State loss, but that's what I think it's just usually going to shift up if there's no other upset. So it's going to be Baylor, your new number 1. You're defending national champions, which I keep forgetting.
Right.
But you're defending number 1. I mean, you're defending national championship is your new number 1, and then Duke is your number 2.
So, see, bracketologists, let me ask you this. So when when Gonzaga lost to Alabama, Gonzaga was what at the time? 3?
No. So Gonzaga lost to us, and then they lost to Alabama.
Yeah, they lost to y'all and then Bama. But
so they would have been 1. They were number 1 still at the time.
5.
Yeah, because those were they lost.
Those were good losses. But I want to ask you, where do you see? Yeah. How far down do you see Purdue dropping, since it was an unranked team that they lost to?
It's an unranked team. It's an unranked team, but it's a conference game. So there's still some teams. Okay, so there are teams with losses in the top 15 per se, but they have good losses. They're good losses. So most of those people have lost to ranked teams. So like except for us. But because we have 2 quality wins. So Gonzaga has lost to ranked teams. Kansas is still up there, even though they lost to an unranked team. I don't know. I would have put Purdue. They're going to be around 15, I would say. They're not going to fall too hard. People usually, when people never fall out the bracket or out the rankings from just one loss if they're ranked so high. Like if you're at the bottom of the rankings, then yeah, you'll fall out. No one's gonna like tumble all the way down. They'll be around 15, I would say. I think that'd be kind of fair.
So up next for the Boilmakers, my NC State Wolfpack. So Sid, when we talked right after the loss, you said that was not good for the Wolfpack because now first of all, we talked about our little trap games. NC State did beat Bethune-Cookman good because you know how that goes. I had to check that score and double check. Didn't want to be the headline. Let's keep Ron Harper Jr. the headline tonight and not any upset from Tobacco Road. So you said that Purdue is going to be coming in, needing to revenge themselves against NC State. I see it as Purdue got exposed by Rutgers. Now, of course, Rutgers is a rival team. They play in the same conference. It's not the same as them. As NC State, a team that has not played them, doesn't play them every year, doesn't know how to game plan, boom, 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 boom. But I see them as NC State now sees a window of opportunity. We can game plan. We can see what Rutgers did. Once Rutgers put those traps, once Rutgers really put the pressure on Purdue, they couldn't handle the pressure. It was when they were up by 1, it was 2 back-to-back possessions that they lost. One from an offensive push because he got double teamed. He ain't learned how to pass. Trevion Williams ain't learned how to pass out them double teams yet. He threw the elbow. You know what I'm saying? He had 3 guys on him, meaning 2 guys had to be wide open. But instead, he threw that elbow. Couldn't handle that pressure. Next time he traveled, it was Trevion it was their main guy, Ivy, Jaden traveled on the next possession. So it seemed like when they put the pressure on them, they didn't know how to respond. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So hopefully NC State falls suit. And I don't know if we have the same type of defensive playmakers, but it seemed like they can't do it under that pressure. So these other teams need to know.
We'll see. And it's tough having. Okay, I wouldn't say Purdue had a target on their back, but it is tough playing games. It's tough being the team to beat, and you can collapse in that pressure. And that's kind of what we saw with Purdue. I still think Purdue's a good team. I still think it's not going to be easy for NC State. They're going to give NC State a hard time. But you're absolutely right. Rutgers did provide a roadmap to success for NC State, and there's nothing NC State loves more than just ruining someone's season with an upset for no reason. So
I can off your heart.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's college basketball and it can happen. And there's no team that's like invincible this year. There's no team where it's just like, okay, it's over. They tried to sell us that story in the beginning of the year with Gonzaga. We see that was a lie.
You always got you talk about target on the back. You always keep a target on Gonzaga back. Jeez.
No, it's the truth. I know you don't read the material like I do. It was just like, who's going to be the runner-up this year? But we see that's not the case for any team. I think NC. So I say all that to say, like, I think NC State has a chance because I think anybody can beat anybody. There's no like invincible team this year. So maybe Baylor, but I don't know. So yeah, let's see.
So this weekend, I'm gonna be looking out for obviously NC State, Purdue. Your team, they're in the study hall right now. All these other teams at the gym, you know what I'm saying? But what team are you looking out for this weekend or this week? What game, what matchup are you looking up?
Oh, Ohio State, Wisconsin. You have your little Mid-East Big Ten.
You're so petty. You're so petty.
What, dude? The Midwest. Did I say the Midwest Big Ten matchup? No, that'll be good. It's like what are they, like 2022? You have like a ranked conference matchup. We won't have any of those in the ACC anytime soon. So get your fix in for good conference play in the Big Ten this weekend with Ohio State and Wisconsin.
You're so petty. So much shade thrown there. But that's why we love our bracketologists. You know what I'm saying? So since
that's gonna be a good game. And
it is gonna be a good game.
I'm gonna watch NC State, and no, it was not loaded. If you want some ranked conference play, you have to go.
It's not like you shaded the ACC. Now hold up. Now NC State gonna have some matchups. We might creep ourselves into the 25, the top 25. You better.
Might as well. Might as well.
Y'all, Sid is gonna be watching out for Ohio State, Wisconsin.
Of course, Purdue and NC State.
And Purdue. You know, I gotta give us each our own one.
Oh, excuse me.
You know how this works? We each gotta have our own.
No, I don't. No.
Sid's watching out for Ohio State, Wisconsin. I will be watching out for NC State and Purdue. Hopefully the Wolfpack can start to make some more noise, and that 4 overtime win against Nebraska will be the highlight of our season. So this,
you know what I'm gonna say? I want to add, if NC State wants to make the tournament, they're going to want to win this game. They're going to need quality wins, huh?
You think?
No, I'm saying, like, because the ACC isn't as competitive this year, you're not going to get opportunities to get some upsets in conference play and then make a case for the ACC tournament. So you're going to have to get that in now.
No, that's Sunday. A great point.
Against Purdue. And I'm saying if you can get that win, that'll help your case come March. Yeah, looking at this game.
Currently, right now, I'm looking. Yeah, that's a great point. The only ranked teams that we're going to be playing is Duke and Purdue as of right now. Now, of course, stuff can shift and change, but that's a great point. So we definitely going to need to get this quality win. And we do play Duke at Duke this year. You know, we flip-flop this year. We're going to be at Cameron this year. So yeah, let's get this win over the Boilmakers. You know?
Yeah, let's try with Purdue first.
Guys, I'm Symone with the Spizoids. This is my bracketologist, Sid, our Duke fanatic. Thank you guys so much for tapping in, watching this video. Like I said, you guys know who we're going to be looking out for. We had this big upset. Purdue goes down. They had about 4 days to ride that high. And Rutgers brought them down to earth quickly. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Keep rocking with me. Let me know what you want to see in my next video. And until I talk to you guys next time. Bye.